उदीरयत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Hare Krishna. Today we continue Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 5th, The Cause of All Causes, Shloka Kramanka 12 and 13. Tasmai Namah Bhagavate
तस्मै नमः भगवते
Vasudevaya Dhimahi
वासुदेवाय धीमहि
Yatmaya Durjaya Mam
यत् मायया दुर्जया मां
Vadanti Jagat Gurum
वदन्ति जगद्गुरुं
Vilanjamanaya Yasya
विलञ्जमानया यस्य
Sthatum Iksha Apate Amuya
स्थातुम्
Ikshapate
ईक्षपथे अमुया
Vimohita Vikatante
विमोहिता विकतन्ते
Mama Aham Iti Durdhiya
मम अहम् इति दुर्धियः
Tas Tasmai Nama Bhagavate
तस्मै नमः भगवते
Vasudevaya Dhimahi
वासुदेवाय धीमहि
Yatmaya Durjaya
यत् मायया दुर्जयया
Mam Vadanti Jagadgurum
मां वदन्ति जगद्गुरुं
Vilanjamanaya Yasya
विलज्जमानया यस्य
Sthatum Ikshapate Amuya
स्थातुम् इक्षपथे अमुया
Vimohitaha Vikantate
विमोहिताः विकथन्ते
Mama Aham Iti Durdhiya
मम अहम् इति दुर्धियः
Tasmai Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhimahi Yatmaya Durjaya Mam Vidanti Jagadgurum Vilanjamanaya Yasya Statum Ikshapate Amuya Vimohitaha Vikatante Mama Aham Iti Durdhiya.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम
Hare
तस्मै नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय धीमहि यत् मायया दुर्जया मां वदन्ति जगद्गुरुं विलज्जमानया यस्य स्थातुम् इक्षपथे अमुया विमोहिता विकथन्ते मम अहम् इति दुर्धियः.
Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada. I offer my obeisance and meditate upon Lord Krishna, Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead, whose invincible potency influences them, the less intelligent class of men, to call me the supreme controller. The illusory energy of the Lord cannot take precedence, being ashamed of her position. But those who are bewildered by her always talk nonsense, being absorbed in thought of it is I and it is mine. Purport. As will be more clearly explained in the next verse, the illusory potency of the Lord bewilders the less intelligent to accept Brahmaji, or for that matter, any other person, as the Supreme Lord. Brahmaji, however, refuses to be called this, and he directly offers his respectful obeisance unto the Lord Vasudeva or Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, as he has already offered the same respect to him in the Brahma Samhita 5.1. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The Supreme Lord is the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the primeval Lord in his transcendental body, the ultimate cause of all causes. I worship that primeval Lord Govinda. Brahmaji is conscious of his actual position. and he knows how less intelligent person bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord, whimsically accept anyone and everyone as God or responsible personality, like Brahmaji refuses to be addressed as the Supreme Lord by his disciple or subordinates. But foolish person praised by men of the nature of gods, hogs, camels, and asses feel flattered to be addressed as the Supreme Lord. Why such persons take pleasure in being addressed as God, or why such persons are addressed as God by foolish admirers is explained in the following verses. The invincible deluding energy of the personality of God are the third energy, representing nescience, can bewilder the entire world as animation, but still she is not strong enough to be able to stand in front of the Supreme Lord. Nescience is behind the personality of Godhead, where she is powerful enough to mislead the living being and the primary symptom of the bewildered person is that they talk nonsense. Nonsense, nonsensical talks are not supported by the principles of Vedic literatures. And first grade nonsense talk is it is I, it is mine. A godless civilization is exclusively conducted by such false ideas, and such person without any factual realization of God, except a false God, or falsely declare themselves to be God to mislead persons who are already bewildered by the deluding energy. Those who are before the Lord, however, and who surrender unto Him cannot be influenced by the deluding energy. Therefore, they are free from the misconception of it is I, it is mine, and therefore they do not accept a false God or pose themselves as equal to the Supreme Lord. Identification of the bewildered person is distinctly given in this verse. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवाञ्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देश तारिणे वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभे च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Today we continue Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 5th, the cause of all causes. We try to understand Shloka number 12 and 13. In 12 Shloka, uh, they giving their obeisance to the uh, and meditate upon Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. And here they're describing about the importance of that the illusory potency of the Lord bewilders the less intelligent to accept the Brahmaji or for that matter of any other person as a god. And in 13 shloka, they describe about the illusory energy of the Lord cannot take precedence. Here they're describing again the identification of the bewildered persons is distinctly given. Prabhuji will tell us in nicely. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Hare.
So, what we are looking at how to get freedom from illusion, and the solution is definitely surrendering to Krishna, which brings about the real equality. So, very first sloka, where all these clarifications are being given by Brahmaji to Naradji that his convictions are wrong, is that false identification and real equality. Look at Brahma's humility and clarity. Brahmaji refuses to be addressed as supreme and instead offers obeisances to Krishna, declaring him the cause of all causes, Sarva Karan Govindamadi Purusham. So he acknowledges that people bewildered by illusory energy Maya wrongly glorify others, including him as God. So, aware of his subordinate position, Brahmaji always directs worship to Lord Krishna. And he has got this clarity because he has got the original knowledge directly from Krishna, who passed on the knowledge of the absolute truth directly in his heart, because of which we know he is called as Adi Hridaya Kavai. But then another point which comes out here is about illusion of ego and identity. Because it is because of this only that we get bewildered. So Prabhupada ji gives such wonderful explanation in purport and in the lectures as well. Deluded people fall into false ego. I am the doer. This is mine. This is called the it is I and it is mine syndrome. Mama mameti syndrome. And this is born from misidentification due to contact with Maya. In fact, in the ninth canto, 34th shloka, it is going to be emphasized that anything without to Krishna is ultimately unreal, being merely a product of illusion. But then the jiva, they are not unreal, they are real. Only problem is they seem unreal because they have got overcome with illusion, the illusory potency of Maya, which is the energy of Krishna. And that is why everyone thinks I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, and there is no equality. The real equality can come through only devotional service. Material equality is a myth. Not only from this angle, even if you look at from the angle of karma. Based on karma, each soul is given different conditions. Everyone is born with varying abilities, circumstances, bodies, tendencies. So, equality in social or material terms does not exist at all. But mind well, Prabhupada makes it very clear this does not relate to caste or bodily identity, but only to the soul's journey and karma. So, is equality possible? So, yes. True equality lies in devotional service to Krishna, which elevates everyone, regardless of gender, caste, or social position. Equality exists in the opportunity for devotion. Everyone can attain spiritual elevation through sincere devotional service to Krishna. And this is the real equalizer and the purpose of the Varnashrama system. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Another aspect which needs to be understood is how we can have work as yajna, sacrifice. This is very important concept because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, third chapter, ninth verse, यज्ञ अर्थ कर्मणः अन्यत्र लोकायं कर्म बंधनः तद अर्थम कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्त संग समाचरम. So Krishna says that the work done as a sacrifice has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way, you will always remain free from bondage. So action should always be done as a sacrifice for Krishna, not for selfish gain. Sacrificing talents, resources, time for Krishna's service frees one from bondage and lifts the soul spiritually. The Varnashrama Institute also aims at the same satisfaction of Krishna. Varnashrama acharavat purushena parah puman Vishnu aradhyate. This is a shloka from Vishnu Puran. Unfortunately, the education that we have is false as compared to the spiritual knowledge. Society teaches children sense gratification, not liberation. Ideally, education must include Krishna consciousness, leading to spiritual maturity and simplicity. Education and society should focus on nurturing the selfless, Krishna centered approach, not on sense gratification or material accumulation. Because whatever problems we are facing is just a result of the modes of nature and not following the Varnashrama system. Everyone operates under goodness, passion, or ignorance. And being deluded by the modes of nature, most people forget Krishna and mistakenly think themselves the doer due to false ego. So real liberation is achieved when work when we start working under Krishna's guidance for his pleasure rather than self-centered motives. The Varnashrama system, it aligns our duties with Krishna's satisfaction, not social privilege. And that is why we need to become Krishna conscious worker. It is very important that we be Krishna conscious worker and not material. Two people may appear similar externally, but one acting in Krishna consciousness is free, the other is bound by false ego and ignorance. Krishna has made this clear in the 27th shloka of the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणः कर्माणि सर्वश अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. So this is where Brahmaji is trying to make us aware of our illusion so that we get out of illusion or start making efforts to get out of illusion. And it does not stop there. Immediately next verse is trying to make us understand Maya's role and the remedy. Now, Maya cannot stand before the Lord. Maya bewilders the world, but still she is subordinate to Lord Krishna. So, only those not surrendered to Krishna can come under her grief, speaking and acting in illusion like I, mine. And what are the symptoms of this illusion? Attachment to body, family, possessions, all and everything that stems from the I and my illusion. This is going to be clarified again further in the fifth canto, fifth chapter, eighth verse of Bhagavad. because this delusion causes endless suffering and entrapment in the cycle of birth and death. Most people covered by these modes identify with transient bodily and social identities. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Indian, American, and therefore forget the eternal relationship with Krishna as his servant. And this is not locational, this is universal bewilderment. As Krishna mentioned in the 7th chapter, 13th shloka, त्रिभिः गुणमय भावैः इभिः सर्वम् इदं जगत् मोहितं न अभिजानाति मामेभ्य param avyayam. So deluded by three modes, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So everyone is deluded and no one understands Krishna because the permanent identity is forgotten. So the real task is to revive the original consciousness of being Krishna's servant. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das, which is unaffected by social rank, caste or species. This perfect vision is required, which can be achieved through bhakti only. Look at Vyasdev's vision. In first canto 7th chapter, we have seen this in the 4th shloka. Krishna, with his energies under control, achieved only by bhakti yoga, free from materialism. So Vasudeva was able to see Krishna and all the energies were under Krishna. So deity worship, pran pratishtha, pure devotional practice, all these help in removing the illusion. But it does not mean that illusory energy has no action. It definitely serves a purpose. Krishna allows Maya to operate for the reformation of souls, just like a jail is used to discipline rebellious citizens. However, Krishna also descends to offer relief through surrender. We have seen this in Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushita. In today's afternoon reading session, these shlokas were taken by Mataji at 3 p.m. So those of you who are interested can join the Google Meet sessions. You can ask me the Google Meet link on WhatsApp. I'll share it to you. So the remedy is surrender and association. Remedy lies in Shraddha, that is faith, Sadhu Sangha, saintly association, accepting a bona fide guru, and engaging in bhajan kriya, that is devotional practice. This leads to purification, anartha nivritti, ruchi, taste, asakti, attachment, emotion, bhava, and finally prema, pure love of God. So Maya covers the Jeev and Yog Maya protects the Lord. Liberation is not just escape from Maya, but entrance into loving service to the Lord's internal potency. In Ishopanishad 15th verse, we have seen that the Lord's personal form is hidden by the Brahma Jyoti. So only through devotion one can remove that veil and realize the Sachidananda Vigraha of the Lord. So these two shlokas, they are making us aware that the root cause of suffering is forgetting our constitutional position as Krishna's servant. The remedy is surrender. The goal is prem, love of God. Only devotional service can bridge the gap between the deluded soul and the Supreme Personality. One may be rich, poor, educated, uneducated, but unless connected to Krishna, we are always in illusion. The real equalizer is Krishna consciousness, which transcends all external designations and returns the soul to its eternal home. So you should teach it as early as possible, teaching children early on Krishna consciousness, the purpose of work, true spiritual goals is necessary for real progress and liberation. Simple thinking, living high thinking, focusing on eternal identity as Krishna's servant, they are the keys to transforming lives and societies. So let us all come together, take this up seriously, serve Krishna, chant more, and spread Krishna consciousness everywhere, as ordered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to us. Chare dekha tare ka Krishna Upadesh. So let us actually do the book distribution. Let us actually do the Nityam Bhagavata Seva and making other people also to join the sessions on Bhagavatam. Keep chanting, keep praying. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.